Have you ever messaged someone on WhatsApp and wondered why they haven't replied for days? You might start thinking, did they block me? In this video, we'll walk you through the clear signs that may indicate someone has blocked you on WhatsApp. While WhatsApp doesn't send any notifications when you're blocked, there are a few easy ways to figure it out. Let's break them down one by one. 1. You can't see their profile photo or status updates. One of the first things you lines notice is that their profile picture disappears. It reverts to the default gray icon. Also, their status updates or about section may no longer be visible. But keep in mind, this could also be due to privacy settings, so don't jump to conclusions just yet. 2. No last seen or online status. If you were used to seeing when they were last seen or when they re-online, and suddenly all that disappears, it could be a sign you've been blocked. Again, they may have just turned off this feature, so let's look for more signs. 3. Messages stay on one check mark. When you send a message to someone, it usually shows one check mark when sent and to when delivered. If your messages only ever show one check mark, that means it was sent but never delivered. If it stays like this for days, there's a good chance you're blocked. 4. You can't call them on WhatsApp. Try making a WhatsApp voice or video call. If you're blocked, the call will never go through. It will keep ringing on your end, but they won't receive it. If this happens repeatedly, that's another strong indicator. 5. You can't add them to a group. This is one of the clearest signs. If you try to add the person to a WhatsApp group and get a message saying you are not authorized to add this contact, it means they've blocked you. Group invites bypass privacy settings, so if this fails, it's likely a block. Now, important note, all these signs should be considered together. A single one doesn't confirm a block, but several at once. That's a strong signal. And an extra tip, you can try messaging the person from another WhatsApp number. If your message goes through there, but not from your main account, it's almost certain that you're blocked. So, if you've been wondering whether someone blocked you on WhatsApp, now you know what to look for. Let me know in the comments. Have you ever blocked someone on WhatsApp? Or been blocked? What happened? What did you do? Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more WhatsApp tips and tricks. There are a lot of misconceptions about who should pay for what in a relationship. If you're dating, should the guy always pay? Is it okay for the girl to pay sometimes? How about when you're married? Should each spouse pay half the bill? Well, here's the thing. There's no one-size-fits-all answer. Every couple should decide for themselves how to handle money. So sit back, relax, and watch as I debunk common myths and offer practical tips to help you and your partner navigate this tricky topic. And here's a quick disclaimer. I'm not a licensed therapist or financial advisor. This video is for entertainment purposes only. Let us kick it off with a bang by addressing the classic question. Should the guy always pay for the first date? First date. Now, it's important to recognize that times are changing, and with them, the rules of dating are evolving as well. The traditional expectation that the guy should always foot the bill isn't necessarily a hard and fast rule anymore. In fact, many women today prefer it when the guy doesn't feel like he has to pay for everything. On the other hand, some guys still feel strongly that they should treat their lady on a first date. So what should you do? The best approach is to have an open and honest conversation with your potential romantic interest before going on that first date. Discuss your expectations and comfort levels regarding who pays for what. That way, there's no room for misunderstandings or pressure. Remember, communication is key. If you're a guy and you want to make a good impression, it's okay to offer to pay for the first date. But don't feel obligated to do it every time. And if you're a woman and you want to show your date that you're independent and confident, suggest splitting the bill or even offering to pay for your own share. After all, a successful first date is about getting to know someone, having fun, and seeing if there's a potential for a meaningful connection. It shouldn't be about who pays for what. Next up, let's tackle the age-old question: should couples split the bill or should the guy pay? Now, the idea of splitting the bill evenly seems pretty straightforward, right? Just divide the total cost by 2 and there you go. But in reality, it's not always that simple. Some people feel that splitting the bill is unfair because it doesn't take into account individual circumstances. For example, one partner might be earning significantly more than the other, which means that they could afford to pay a larger share of the expenses. Others might argue that splitting the bill is a practical and fair way to handle finances in a relationship because it ensures that both partners contribute equally. Ultimately, there's no right or wrong way to handle finances in a relationship. What matters most is that both partners feel comfortable and respected in the arrangement. If you find yourself struggling to decide whether to split the bill or have the guy pay, consider having an open and honest conversation with your partner about your financial situations and comfort levels. It might also be helpful to set some ground rules for how you lines handle finances in the future. For example, you could agree to split the bill when you're dating, then revisit the conversation once you're in a committed relationship. Remember, good communication and a willingness to compromise are key to maintaining healthy and happy relationship. And for those of you who are already in a committed relationship, let us talk about how you and your partner should handle finances when you're remarried or in a long-term committed relationship. So, what's the best way to handle finances as a married couple? Well, the answer is there's no one-size-fits-all solution. Every couple has unique financial circumstances and priorities. However, there are some general tips that can help you and your partner make the best decision for your situation. First, consider your individual financial situations. Take a close look at your income, expenses, and financial goals. Are you and your partner at similar stages in your careers? Do you have different spending habits or financial priorities? Once you have a clear understanding of your individual situations, it's time to have an open and honest conversation with your partner about your shared financial future. Discuss your expectations and comfort levels regarding who pays for what. Are you both on the same page when it comes to splitting the bill, taking turns paying, or having one person cover the costs while the other focuses on other areas of household spending? By having these difficult conversations early on, you'll be able to avoid surprises and resentment down the road. It's also essential to remember that your financial situation may change over time. As your careers progress and your family situation evolves, you may need to revisit your financial agreements with your partner. Be flexible and willing to compromise. Remember, a happy and healthy marriage requires open communication, trust, and a willingness to work together as a team. So, when it comes to handling finances with your spouse or long-term partner, there's no one-size-fits-all approach. Consider your individual circumstances, communicate openly with your partner, and be willing to compromise. Well, folks, that's a wrap on today's episode. Thank you so much for joining me, and please don't forget to like and subscribe for more relationship advice. Until next time, take care.